It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow!
Well, got some stories still coming out of Hurricane Milton. Well, I couldn't even imagine this. There's a fishing boat captain who disappeared on his boat in the St. Pete area Wednesday night as Hurricane Milton made landfall. And he was found the next day in the Gulf of Mexico just hanging onto a cooler while wearing a life jacket. That's all he had.
Oh, damn.
To survive that. Could you imagine if that was one of our punishments? Okay, you're going to go out here into a Cat 3 with nothing but a life jacket and a cooler. Good luck.
There was some dude that was out in the ocean and just hanging on a log for 4 days.
Oh, my God.
They didn't find him for 4 days.
Man.
So, yeah, this happens.
That's unreal. They got about 30 miles from Longboat Key, about 1:30 p.m. on Thursday. Can you imagine what your time out there would be like?
Wow.
Oh, and then the whole time you're out there, you're not only thinking about surviving with the weather and the elements, then underneath you, something swimming.
Oh, yeah.
Something hits you, a little fin.
I'm not real optimistic. Well, after spending 3 days with his mother-in-law on Vero Beach during Hurricane Milton, Emil de Cuba found a 4-foot-long alligator in the pool at his home in Stewart. You know, that's what happens when the storms get kicked up. These animals get a little squirrely. And it sounds like the 4-foot gator scaled a chain-link fence from his backyard to get into the pool.
He just wanted a little dip.
Yeah.
The gators are getting pretty crafty.
They are, yeah. They can climb a chain link fence. It's pretty crazy to watch.
I feel like gators and bears have really stepped up their ways of getting into human life.
They want you.
Yeah, and they're opening cars now.
And the worst of the worst, if you're a dog lover like myself, it just broke your heart when you saw somebody had tied a dog to a fence and left it while fleeing Hurricane Milton. That dog has been saved by the FHP, and it's now in foster care, and they've renamed it Trooper.
Aww.
And it's going to be adopted here very soon.
And let me guess, there's a TikTok video that's going to make me cry if I watch it.
Yep, absolutely.
We love you, Trooper.
There is another viral TikTok video that is getting some attention. I don't know if you saw that woman who was at the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport causing all kinds of chaos.
And what the heck was she on?
Pretty crazy. I don't know, but she is not a bad athlete. She was making some noise. There were about 4 or 5 at least, looked like sheriff's deputies that were trying to corral her. She juked one so hard he face planted right there, trying to catch her. She was yelling, "Get away from me. Don't trust the cops. Only trust firemen." Like, what? Okay.
Don't trust the cops. Only trust firemen?
Yes.
What?
And then she said, "Get the F away from me. I will kill you." And then she grabbed a ticket agent to hide. She was running all through, if you know how they have all those ropes or whatever, you know, the barriers to kind of like go through the line to go up to get your ticket. That's where it happened at the baggage area there where you drop off your baggage and get your ticket. And then she jumped behind the counter and they finally apprehended her. But
when people start getting behind the counter, that's a different level.
She jumped behind the counter. I mean, all bets are off at that point.
To me, if you're going behind the counter, I'm assuming you're going to try to murder me.
Let's tase this hooker.
Yeah,
Let's just tase her.
it's amazing how agile she was. She doesn't look like the kind of person to be on something. Maybe she was. I don't know. But it was unreal. Just the kind of move she was putting on him. It's on KVJ TV on YouTube right now.
Don't trust cops, only trust firemen? Like, what?
Yeah, she's talking nonsense.
Well, what if I don't have a fire? I need the police. I can't trust them.
Do you see what I'm saying? If you are working behind a counter and someone goes into your counter space, don't you assume they are going to at least try to maim you?
Yeah, I'm out. As she's jumping over to get to where I am, I'm jumping out of where I am.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yeah, well, you're unhinged.
Well, you know, a lot of times we look at people and we're like, okay, they're just a little off or whatever. But when you look at your law enforcement, they're not the people you'd expect to make the whacked out news. But there's a sheriff in Georgia who's making the whacked out news after he called his fellow deputies for help because Burger King got his order wrong.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what they were saying? Be like, wait, what? You want me to help you with what?
Was he drunk?
I don't know. They didn't say anything about it. You would think they would have added that in.
Believe me, I could tell you if I had to call the police every time Burger King got my order wrong, let's just say I'd have at least 35 calls to the police.
You just got to suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, no doubt.
This is not
All I need is the owner name or whoever owns this other manager. Well, I just need to find out who owns this place so I can do official complaint. If I want to order her a Whopper with no mayo cut in half.
I think it is an abuse of power. Deputies run the lights and siren, placing citizens at risk and his deputies at risk just so that he could get information from a business owner that clearly could have been followed upon on another day.
Yikes.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Well, here is a business that itself is a little suspicious, and this is where the deputies should have gone. It's called My Boys Hibachi. That's boys with a Z. It's a food truck in California that was caught selling meth.
Oh.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
It's an
Yeah.
odd turn.
It's an interesting way to sell it, huh? Yeah, pretty crazy. They say that somebody was awarded $90 million after they were run over by a subway train in New York City a few years back, and they actually lost a literal arm and a literal leg. So if you're
Wow.
wondering how much an arm and a leg costs, it's $90 million.
Do you take that deal?
$90 million?
For an arm and a leg. Do you take $90 million?
His wife would make him.
Yeah, you know what? To set up my family, I would do it.
You can make that work.
I would, because the prosthetics these days are so amazing.
And could you go opposite so there's a little bit of balance? Does it have to be the same side?
Yeah, if you give me the chance, I'll do that, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You take my left arm and my right leg.
Do you do that deal?
Hell no.
90 mil, dog.
Kevin is insane. I would never do that mill. I would never do that deal. No. 90 million is not worth it.
Okay, what about one leg?
No.
Okay. I'm just seeing what the
I'm
line's
still
at.
not doing it.
All right.
I like my legs. I like my arms. No amount of money would replace them.
90 mil's a lot, though.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Who loves their family more?
F my family.
Kevin loves his family so much more.
I am not setting them up so I can hobble around town.
He already feels like a half a man.
No.
You're right.
No.
Might as well start actually taking the pieces.
They need to get a job.
Let's get our
and-
boy paid.
No.
This is kind of a weird thing. They say that there was a guy that developed a cone-shaped bulge on his head from breakdancing too much.
I can see that.
Ooh, yeah, I could too.
Kind of like wrestling when they get the cauliflower ear.
if
Yeah.
you do damage to one area a lot.
But I would think that that would actually help you out, wouldn't it? If you were a breakdancer and you were spinning on your head, wouldn't you just kind of like be like a top at that point?
I don't think a cone head's good for anybody.
Well, I mean, it's not good for your dating life.
It's not good for your brain, probably.
No, and honestly, ever since Raygun went to the Olympics, breakdancing's down. She really did a hindrance towards the community.
Yeah.
She's a beast. We don't like her.
Beast in the sense of a beast meaning
Bad.
She's
She's not good.
no.
Yeah. Here's what they said.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.